Hello and welcome to the North Texas RPG role-playing event. I'm Vince, sitting along with Erik Tenkar of Tenkar's Tavern.
Hey folks, how you doing?
And we're here for a live show, coming live from the convention as we said, and we have a few guests coming up this weekend, but today we're just going to talk a little bit about the convention, the first day. Erik, you came in on Thursday?
I came in actually Wednesday.
Wednesday? You were an early arriver, I see.
Early arrival, there were games going on, mostly pickup games on Wednesday night, but I just used that time to settle in with my fine wife.
Oh, I see. And did you enjoy the rain as you came in Texas? Because it's been nonstop rain here.
We were very lucky. We had an early flight from LaGuardia in Queens, New York. LaGuardia. And our flight left on time pretty much, but we were overbooked because they canceled flights the night before because of the wonderful weather here in Texas.
Wow. I know. It seems like this is the year of the rain for Texas. I don't know what's going on.
Listen, I was joking that the reason why the temperature in Texas has been less than that in not only New York City but the Pocono Mountains where I was previous weekend is because I put in a request.
I see.
Yeah, I didn't request a frickin' rain, but I did request cooler temperatures because the last 2 years I've been here, we've been in mid to upper 90s.
I know, and poor New York Eric's skin here can't handle the Texas weather down here with us Texans.
I'm not adjusted to it when I come down here in June.
No, lucky this is actually pretty good. But anyway, enough about weather because this is not the weather podcast. We're talking about gaming here today. And Erik, in your hands right now, I can see you have a deck of cards, and it's Bill Webb's Dirty Tricks, it looks like.
Yes.
Oh, is that best of? Or
no, it's Bill Webb.
Is that
Bill Webb's? It initially said book, but that was crossed out to make it into a deck.
I see.
And generally, really what this is, it looks like a deck of playing cards, but each card offers a special ability. And I talked to Bill Webb. If you don't know who Bill Webb is, it's Frog God Games. They put out stuff for Pathfinder.
Right.
Swords and Wizardry and 5th edition. And these cards were a result of the fact that Bill found he was killing off players' characters in his campaign probably more than he was comfortable with, but he didn't really have a way to change his style of game mastering, so he came up with this deck of cards. And during a session, before the session starts, everybody gets a randomly picked card, and that's pretty much your trump card for that game session. So if you pick a random card, in this case, Too Boldly Go Where No Man Had Gone Before, you gain clairvoyance for 2 rounds. So maybe that's something that's going to help you make a decision.
So these cards, you just basically shuffle them and have the player take 1 or 2 cards, maybe?
Take usually 1 card. It's probably, well, it depends on how you want to play it, too. I think if you're going old school, 1 card's enough. But if you have a really dangerous adventure you got to put your players through, and you don't mind, but you have to, here's the thing, you're going to have to, as a GM, be willing to improvise a bit to interpret what the card is going to do. I do like the shiny card where your target stands idle for 1 round. These are, some of them can be very powerful.
Wait, how does that benefit?
Well, if your target stands idle for 1 round,
target, I got it. Okay.
Yeah, your target's not going to be able to attack you.
So it should get out of free jail card type.
Right.
Thing.
You can have a card that all damage this round is nullified for both sides.
The Age of Aquarius, nice.
You know? You can command 1 target to perform a legal action on their next turn. That's the Respect the Authority card.
That must be an Erik card. Authority.
Respect my authority!
Yes.
You can, for the want of a nail, your opponent's mount staggers and crashes to the ground. Now, obviously, some of these cards might not come into play in a dungeon environment or an outdoor environment, depending on what the card is. But it's a little extra flavor. It's a little extra something that your character or you as a player can play to possibly change the tide of a battle or change the tide of an encounter that's going on. Some of the one I read changes the reaction modifier. So they're not all combat situation cards.
So let's just say here we're playing the game. Shuffle these up a little bit here. Nice playing cards here, as you can hear. And then Erik's like, pick a card. Okay,
pick a card. I feel like I'm like,
pick a card. Pick a card.
Any card. I'm down at Coney Island.
All right, so I pick my card. Am I allowed to look at it now?
Yeah, no, you know what card you have for the game. That's your trump card.
I was sneaky. Automatic surprise for your character only. Okay, cool. So at any time in the game, I could just go bam.
Right, and once you've played it, that's done for the session.
Yeah.
But if you end the session with it, you don't get to keep it to the next session. It goes back in the pot. So you can't accumulate these cards.
No.
Right.
So if you don't use it, you lose it. So you better use it.
Right.
So it's probably for Sword and Wizardry, as it says on the box, but it could be used for any game.
Really, listen, this would fit in 5e very well. There's no reason why this wouldn't fit in a 5th edition game.
Yeah, it fit in any edition. Did they have a price for these so people can buy them? Or?
Bill was nice enough to give me the last deck they had for sale at North Texas, so I don't know what the price is. But
we'll have to ask him.
We'll have to ask, or you can go to the Frog Guy Games website. And you could check it out there. And if you're listening to this podcast, there's also a benefit adventure that the Frog Eye Games has put out for Chuck Wright, their art director. It is available in PDF, print, and a signed print copy, and in all 3 Frog God flavors of Swords and Wizardry, Pathfinder, and 5th edition. All profits go to Chuck Wright's medical and physical therapy expenses.
Excellent cause. You'll definitely head over to the website and pick up anything and everything to help donate to the cause. I didn't know we had a podcast.
Oh, did I say podcast?
You did say podcast.
Oh, okay. I'm losing my mind.
Okay, Erik Tenkar is 75 today, and I'm kidding, Erik. I'm kidding. You are retired, though, so you are old. So.
I am retired. I am old, and it's a con, so I can't say I haven't been taking advantage of adult beverages on occasion.
No, we won't talk about that.
No.
So you came in, your first game, I said you heard you were playing in a Ghostbusters game.
I was playing in Tim Schneider's Ghostbusters game, and Tim runs some amazing games. He has pretty much the corner already pegged for him when it comes to games such as cartoon games. He's run Thunder the Barbarian.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing the Ghostbusters yesterday, which was amazing. We were basically dealing with a Norse god that was an infant. Really, really well done. And then
now this is the original one, not GBI, right?
No, this is the original box set.
Mm-hmm.
The box set that I can no longer find, which means at some point I must have gotten rid of it because I thought it was too childish. And
you mean it's not in that big giant pile on the back wall going on?
No, it's believe me, if it was, the only other place it could be is my basement, and God only knows. But
like we used to torture you, Eric's doing his podcast live from his laundry room / gaming room.
It is what it is. That's part of the responsibilities now that I'm retired is to
do the laundry.
No, to get my piles of crap downsized.
Oh yeah.
Yes, but no. Tim Schneider ran a great game. Everybody at the table had a lot of fun. I wound up playing a character named Phil Philbin, who was previously a newscaster, and of course,
sounds like
he carried his video camera to all the scenes and did live news shots. It was well done.
Sweet.
And earlier today, my wife and I, we played in Doug Kovac's DCC adventure, which was really well done and pretty much on a different plane of reality. If you've ever played in one of Doug's games, you'll know what I mean. He's an amazing GM. Doug Kovac's, for those who don't know, is pretty much the primary artist for Goodman Games' line of Dungeon Crawl Classics, the RPG.
Yes.
So he's an awesome guy. If you ever meet him, tell him I said hello. And tomorrow, my wife and I are going to be playing in Tim Schneider's Toon game, which should be a blast.
Toon, I haven't played that in probably... Last time I played it was probably about 10 years ago at a very small convention we went to, as people are starting to filter into the room now because there's a game starting at 6.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Just got done before I ran here to meet you, Eric. I was playing in a Gangbusters game run by DM Glenn of Thacko's Hammer. Actually, it was pretty interesting. I never ever played that game ever. And it's a percentile game, roll below the number pretty much, and it was fun.
Yeah, I played Ghostbusters back in high school.
Gangbusters.
Gangbusters, thank you.
Put your drink down, Eric.
Nothing. I haven't started yet today. But no, Gangbusters back in high school, which means it has to be back in 84 or 85 when it first came out.
I think this was the box set, so I don't know if that was the first or second edition.
The box set was the first.
Okay.
They went away from box sets later on because box sets were too expensive.
But I had a blast playing it because I've never, ever played the game. I always had the game, but no one ever was like, no, I don't want to be a gangster.
See, I never had it. It's one of the few early TSR games I never actually owned. I know.
Oh, Oh my god. And I know tomorrow I think I'm playing in a vampire game, actually, because I was interested in I haven't played that in probably 10, 15 years, so I like Vampire. Yeah, sue me.
Listen, I had the vampire stuff. I had the werewolf. I enjoyed all the books. Never ever played it.
No? Really?
Never played it.
Yeah. There's people here in the background chatting with the frugal GM, Chris over here. He's at his little table set up next to yours. He's got his products on the table here. Whose table is this one?
This is Joe Wetzel's table.
Joe Wetzel's table? Oh, yeah. Inkwell Ideas.
Inkwell Ideas. Joe is a hexographer. If you ever need a mapping program or such, you can go to his site at Inkwell Ideas. I believe that there's a free version that you can use online.
I think I've seen that now.
Yeah, I have the paid versions, but he has a Dungeonographer, I believe a Cityographer, and of course the original, which they do either dungeon maps, city maps, or the outdoor maps. And I've done a lot of work with them. It's a really good, really well designed mapping system.
Oh, and there's obviously a free OSR standard bag right here at the table too, as well. You get your Crown Royale.
God, yes.
If you're at the convention hearing this, because this will go up after we're done, and you're at the convention, happen to hear this, I don't know why you'd be listening to the show, though, if you're at the convention. If you are, thank you, but if not, come over and pick one up. And say hi to Chris, wave at him, and say hello. Hi, Chris!
Yeah, if you're listening to this one, we're in Trinity 1.
Trinity 1.
Yes, this room was basically paid for by the backers of the tavern, whether you've shopped using my links in RPG Now or you back to Patreon. This is the room that you basically backed, that you put out there for the community.
So they paid for it.
They paid for it, and I appreciate that. You guys are awesome.
Is there any games going on? Are you running any games this year? Or?
I'd like to do a Star Slinger game, maybe tomorrow. I got a large block of time free tomorrow, but of course I have to be there for the both auctions, the afternoon auction and the crazy, insane midnight auction.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Mike will be dressing up. Bad Mike will be dressing up like the devil as ever.
Yes, he does it so well.
He doesn't have the girls this year. I noticed. The serving girls usually come with them, don't they?
I don't know. They are here.
They are. I haven't seen any of them.
No, I've seen two of them. So,
as more and more people are filtering into the room as we speak.
Yes. It's actually a game con.
Wait, this is a convention we're at? Holy crap!
Yes.
So we probably should wrap this up because they're coming in to play their game. They want to talk and chat and not sit here and whisper and look at us, even though they don't have to. But
no, I know, you're definitely right. But we'll do this again tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to probably sit around and do this again tomorrow. I'm going to try to hit up DM Glenn because I know he wants to say a few things. Glenn's words of wisdom for everybody out there. And for Thakos Hammer, people that listen to. All four of them. No, I'm just kidding. No, he has quite an audience there. I'm just playing around. So we'll sign off and say goodnight to everybody. And bye.
Thank you, folks.